Well, good evening. Welcome into WCU Esports. Again, a chaotic start to this evening, but everything will be good. WCU Slate in blue, or I guess red on the server, and orange going to be CSU Long Beach blue. Coming in tonight, it is a very close matchup. WCU Slate 2-0 on the season. CSU Long Beach is 1-1 thus far. Should be a fun night though. Shot there from Thing, not going to quite find the back of the net. As CSULB putting on all the pressure on the Mountaineers, WCU's defense looking fantastic this evening as they keep pushing forward. Thursday night stream, everything's a little wonky for the Mountaineers as we're used to playing Wednesdays and we're used to playing about an hour and a half earlier, but it's all good in our competitive arena now. We're feeling good. We're ready to go. Thing moving forward. It's beat by Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider looking for a center, finds it. Gucky doesn't go for it. He just opts to let it roll by. Bunla is up to challenge, plays it wide. Gucky with no boost in the tank. The Mountaineers looking very, very tight on boost for the moment compared to CSU Long Beach, who gets a high shot, and it's almost kept out, but it will sneak in for the first goal of this one. Ghost Rider gets a small little shot that tucks into the corner. Not quite what you want to see if you're the Mountaineers to start things off, but it is what happens sometimes. These things aren't always cut and dry. Face off won by CSULB. Thing in the air. He's going to go off ceiling and just miss. I had the vision. I saw the vision that he had. Very close. Bunla burns through his boost to get there. Thing clears down center. High up. Bunla gets the touch. Saved away. Thing missing his angled shot. Bunla cutting in. Gonna flick over two. Gonna be past three, but Gucky not quite expecting that to go to the left there. Will get beat. Bunla keeping the pressure on for the Mountaineers. So is Thing. It's centered again, but it's gonna be high and cleared away. Gucky goes up, trying for the double. Almost hits it. Just runs out of boost. A little bit of boost there makes all the difference. And you can see that as Bunla struggling to find a way to keep this offense going and get a good pass or a good shot off. Leaves it for Gucky, who plays it wide. It's going to bounce back. Gucky keeping up the chase. The Mountaineers keeping a lot of pressure on. Love to see that. With a great defensive clear from Thing. Not once, but twice as he now restarts his offense. Gucky with a shot. It's going to go in. It's going to find the top of the net. Opening this one up for your Mountaineers. What a great goal coming from Gucky. Threaded, paced, everything beautiful on that one. Exactly what you want to see if you're the Mountaineers. And kickoff goes a little wide, out of control. Almost a really great double tap from I Love, but that said, the Mountaineers able to hold on, looking to restart progress on the attacking side. Bunla with a high center, looking for Thing to come through. Thing playing back as he sees the remainder of CSULB playing defense. Thing gets there, tries to read it with a demo on Bunla, though. CSU Long Beach will find a way to get themselves back in the lead. Mountaineers down by one, looking to try and get out of their half. Thing with some speed now, going to ignore the ball, go for some boost, try and find something. He's going to look for a pass over for Bunla. He misses. It'll work out as a fake for Gucky. Thing now getting mid boost with a chance. He's going to start moving forward, just misses. Bunla off corner. Thing gets a good bump, and Thing with an open net will go post and in. Talk about a little bit of flashiness there from Thing as he finds the back of the net. WCU ties this one up late. 25 seconds left in this first game. Best of 7 series underway tonight, too. A lot to go for your Mountaineers. Bunla carries I Love off, but that big boost is going to make the world of difference there. Bunla needing that one. Instead, it went in favor of CSU Long Beach on that. Thing up, tries for the redirect. He does win it forward. He's going to grab boost, leave it for Gucky. Gucky plays high. It's a little too high for Bunla. Flamecaster going to go for a long ball. It's kept up. Thing just going to fake it, and it's going to be overtime in game number 1. The Mountaineers really wanted to find a way to get into the lead. Haven't found the lead yet tonight, but that said, it is game 1, so a lot to happen. Great shot from Thing. Double commit from the Mountaineers. Now Thing having to go all the way back just to get some boost. He finds a full pad in the corner. And an unfortunate flip and play will be an own goal for the Mountaineers. CSULB will take game 1, 3-2. Nightmare for the Mountaineers on that one as a way to start. That said, it's only game number 1, so not too much to worry about here. We'll take a step away for just half a second as we get ready for this one to continue. And by half a second, I mean we'll probably just be here waiting as game 1 wraps up. Just waiting on that last one to ready up for CSULB. And we'll take a step away as we just wait for readies and get into game number 2. And here we go, game number 2 in this best of 7. CSU Long Beach taking the first 2-1. The Mountaineers looking to try and find a way to climb back into this, especially during homecoming week. That's right, folks. We are in our week of homecoming here in Gunnison. It is a fun week. It's been a lot of fun. Started out with a win for your Mountaineers just last night with Rocket League. Tonight, just earlier, we saw women's soccer draw with Adams State. And now it is time for WCU Esports Slate Rocket League to take the stage, trying to find a pass in. Bunla tries to get a shot, but he's going to end up going high and fast to get a clear wide. Love NECC plays it in. Thing clears wide. Ghost Rider there. Doesn't get the big boost like he was wanting. Thing going to sit on top of it, playing it downfield, looking further. Or maybe it's Leonis, not NECC, but you never know with these sports names. They're a little bit weird sometimes. Clear over for Bunluck, plays it downfield. It's over off the backboard. Cleared away, though, by Love. And it's going to be Flamecaster trying to find a way to get it forward and out of their half. As the Mountaineers are putting on loads of pressure, just can't find anything off of it. It's Love going off the ceiling. Ghost Rider with a chance, but going to be stopped by Bunla. Centered. Thing going to play it out wide. Trying to find Gucky. It's going to roll up the wall. A little bit of time. No one going to challenge from WCU until now. Thing in the air. Finds a chance. Plays it center. Goes towards net. Off crossbar. Bunlo with the follow-up goes just wide. Gucky with another follow. It's challenged. Kept in the offensive half, if only for a moment. Thing gets a good stall, but Bunla has to retreat, seeing the force of 2 Long Beach members trying to get downfield and keep that attack going. That slight touch of control from Thing, although he gets demoed in the end for it, does keep this one alive for the Mountaineers. Keep it out of their net for just the time being. Almost devastation is Flamecaster parked right in front of the net. Bunla with no boost going to start to retreat. It's Gucky who plays it, looking forward for center. It's going to be Ghost Rider who clears away. Bunla gets the flick forward. It's going to be off target. Ghost Rider collects. Doesn't have any boost, though. The Mountaineers don't know that. Gucky plays it high center. It's going to be Thing looking for a bump on the rotate. He's going to stay in, and Thing will find the back of the net, putting the Mountaineers in the lead in this game number 2. Came about halfway through. Took quite a while, but they got there eventually. Great placement from Thing. Great shot. And it will be the Mountaineers looking to try and continue this lead, trying to build the mountain that CSU Long Beach has to follow. Great cheat from Thing off the kickoff. Goes for mid-boost. Gets bumped off. Sends it high. It's back for Bunla, who's going to get a touch. Not quite in the time needed. It's Gucky, though. Plays it forward. Bunla goes for a redirect. He finds it. It's passed. It's off the back wall. Ghost Rider plays it out. Thing gets a bump. Now looks for a possession. Going to play it to the corner. Flamecaster trying to find a way to get the ball out. Ends up centering it, but it's going to be all right as no Mountaineers were quite there to challenge that shot. And now with a large, fast attack, or at least a fast counterattack, CSU Long Beach going to be in the offensive zone or offensive half for a little while. So the Mountaineers try and clear it away. They will keep going. Thing trying to find a center. It's going to be centered, and it's not going to quite connect with with his teammates. Thing back, goes up high early, gets the touch. It's going to be a floater. I think it'll be a quick, easy clear, though, from Flamecaster. Bunla looks to center. He finds at least a touchdown. Thing tries to slam it mid again. Bunla now, again. The Mountaineers just not stopping their offensive force, continuing 1, 2, 3 in a fantastic rotation cycle. Love misses. It has to be Bunla. He dodges the bump, flicks it high. Ghost Rider gets a touch off the ceiling. It's going to cascade down, but it's going to be cleared away. Gucky trying to stall for possession. Bunla rotating back, a little more worried about this attack coming from Long Beach. He's going to get a handle on it. Get the mid boost. He's going to speed up the wall too. He's going to win this race. Centers it, but just a little too high and fast. Thing with a good dunk. Flamecaster throws it. Gucky just missing. Thinking his lucky stars that was not on net. Bunla in net. Gets stuffed. Thing and Gucky, power of friendship, keeps this one alive for the Mountaineers. They're trying to stay ahead and tie this series up. CSULB trying to find a way to extend it. Both teams, I feel, still getting used to this best of 7 format as opposed to the best of 5 we saw all last year. Flick in from Flamecaster. Ghost Rider plays it high over the net with a shot. Thing goes up, beats one. Gucky gonna chase. Little bit of possession lost, but the dunk works. Bunla tries to play it forward. He passes to Thing, who's going to go off the post once and twice, but the ball going to stay just out. Nothing is over yet with 5 seconds remaining. Bunla passes back, looking for Thing, who goes off the crossbar now. Gucky off the post. Thing and Bunla double commit, but it's going to touch down. WCU Slate will take game number 2 and even up this series 1-1. As we see Love leave the match. Maybe trying to reset really quick. Just a quick reset. There it is. And we'll take a second as we get ready for game number 3. And here we go with kickoff game 3 in this best of 7 series. Looking good. Mountaineers trying to keep the momentum that they found last time and keep that offense moving. CSU Long Beach trying to find some momentum of their own as it's a double commit in front, but a long ball clear from Love. Thing plays up, passes forward. It's going to be a floater, but Ghost Rider is going to get the clear. Bunla goes up to at least stall it, pops it off the ceiling, looking for Gucky, touches it past. It's got to be Thing here coming in from the side. A lot of aggression from the Mountaineers, but defended really well by CSULB. The team of blue in orange and the Mountaineers, of course, in your standard crimson, at least the crimson that is offered in Rocket League. Clear down towards net, and it's going to be a floater for Bunla, finding his first of the series tonight. Opening up the scoring for WCU in this game number 3. Just a long floater, and Love not quite prepared for that to come through. Accidental back touch from Ghost Rider could prove to be a nail in the coffin if the Mountaineers can capitalize. Bunla going to play slow, looking for a pinch with Thing. Going to be a little too fast. Thing has to challenge with very little in the tank. He gets a center. It's high. It's over. Bunla comes in, not knowing that both Flamecaster and Ghost Rider had 0 boost, but a great back pass. Stall from Bunla. He's going to go up. Ghost Rider gets the clear. It's back to Thing, who's going to at least win it through. Bunla with a touch. He's going to go off the post. And a fake from Bunla working very well tonight. And the shot from Bunla will find his second of the series, second of the game, and the Mountaineers will extend their lead in this one, trying to find a way to keep moving forward. Great stall on the wall there from Gucky, forcing a great shot from Bunla at a hard angle to save. Kickoff, no one chasing for the Mountaineers, but an accidental bump from Long Beach will allow WCU to clear all the way down. Thing with boost, at least a little bit, trying to find his way forward. Bunla with nothing gets a challenge off. And something that the Mountaineers slates, or the WCU slate, my apologies. Goodness gracious, long day. A lot of casting today. Bunla goes up to do an early challenge against Flamecaster. But as I was saying, WCU Slate learning very well how to play boost, something that they've really focused on. Good demo from Gucky. It's going to be a shot forward. Ghost Rider going to get the save. Bunla continuing, looking for the hat trick. It's a center now. It's going to be all the way over. If Bunla can cut in, he gets the stall, so it's going to hang out in midfield. We're back to midfield madness. And Bunla gets a small touch to the side, just enough to mess with Long Beach. Then gets a clear over the net, which will work out great. Gucky tries for a quick challenge, not able to find it. Now gets a clear away. It's going to be a shot off target. Thing allowing I Love to have at least a little bit to just reset, give his team a second to breathe. Now CSU Long Beach really putting on the pressure for the past little while. And the Mountaineers unable to really get it out of their half. It's going to be a matter of how tall does the mountain of the Mountaineers in net stand, and for how long will it stay before it crumbles? Or will they continue standing tall and find ways to get back into the offensive half and force Long Beach to ebb and flow to stay alive in this one? Great demo in the back from Gucky. It's going to be a pass center from Thing. It's going to be directed away, though. Great clear from Ghost Rider. I don't think he realizes the danger his team was in had he not gotten that touch. Flamecaster going to get the touch over. Thing gets bumped out by Gucky. Bunla playing a little awkward on that back wall, trying to reset his positioning. Bunla gets the clear away. Gucky was there just in case. Bunla with no boost, going to get a clear over center. Finds Thing almost. Just a little off pace from one another. But Bunla, now with boost, tries to keep it for Gucky to get a challenge off. Ghost Rider going to play it upfield. Demo attempt in the backfield, but Thing dodges it. Caster is going to miss. Ghost Rider going to follow up with a shot well off target. And clearing away is Gucky, trying to move back to the offensive half. 2-goal lead, very often in net sports, is the most dangerous. At least it's generally considered to be. Double miss on that aerial as Flamecaster keeps the momentum going. for Long Beach. WCU trying to clear away. It's a 50 to the middle. They could get a redirect, but Flamecast are going to redirect it. Popped up by Gucky. Thing now going to get a little touch out. And Gucky with some positioning is going to force a tough shot from Love. And with 30 seconds left, there's a lot that CSULB has to do to get back into this one. And one of those things is maintain the possession. The Mountaineers able to clear just about everything away. Thing getting a touch towards net. Gucky flying in with an insane pre-read dunk. And Gucky will just about solidify this one for the Mountaineers. Game 3 should go in favor of WCU, barring an utter catastrophe that happens. But the pre-jump special coming from Gucky will extend the lead for the Mountaineers. 3-0. Final 10 seconds coming up. And is all the way back down in CSU Long Beach's half. Haven't scored in game 2 or game 3. Thing trying to find another way just to put a nail in the coffin and prove that the Mountaineers are getting the shots that they need. But that will do it. Game number 3 in favor of WCU. 3-0, 2-1 lead. It's going to be another quick reset as we wait. For everyone to join back in and get ready. We'll be back in just a moment with game number 4. As mentioned, game number 4 back in action. WCU up 2-1 in the series. Looking good tonight. The offense from the Mountaineers has started late game 1 and is not stopped. They're finding just about every angle, every pass, every shot. They're looking good. They're looking confident. They're having fun, which is the most important of all. And a good shot from Bunla, burning through everything in the tank, will start another game for WCU in the lead. So far this series, the story is whoever scores first determines the game. That's the pattern that's held for the first 3 games. We'll see if pattern holds for game number 4. Game 1 ending in overtime, 2-3 loss for WCU. Gucky, accidental side flip there. You can tell I'm not necessarily thrilled about that, but it's all right. WCU back in rotation. It's going to be a shot off the post. Bunla gets a clear out of the way. WCU has to be thinking their posts here, because without them, we are tied back up. Thing gets a long ball down off the backboard, looking for Bunla, who gets a shot but cleared away. Gucky keeps pressure on, though, pushing up the corner. Bunla centers. Thing goes up, gets a touch wide. It's going to bounce off the sidewall and clear upfield. Gucky able to turn, gets a high ball center. It's going to be up for Bunla, who's going to go off the crossbar. Now the Mountaineers have to be upset with the posts for not being in their favor. CSULB pounding that crossbar, thanking it for its service. Bunla looking for a pass middle. Thing looking for a demo in the backfield. He finds it. Bunla tries to land under it and get the shot, but he can't quite hit it. Gucky gets a touch back. Thing commits early. Flamecaster could put a great pass center, just doesn't quite get there in time. Gucky charged back for the Mountaineers, keeping them safe. Thing clears wide. Bunla to follow up in just a moment, but 0 boost for WCU is devastating. But they're starting to collect more and find ways to get upfield. Thing charging forward with nothing in the tank. Finding some small pads along the way. Shot on net from Gucky. It'll go posting in. WCU back up 2-0. This time, 3:07 on the clock in this one. And an awkward kickoff where Thing gets demoed. Mountaineers with no boost now, or with very low boost for the most part. As it's played center, Thing and Bunla on the same rotation path, but they do end up working well together to get that cleared away. Center coming in from Flamecaster looking for a pass. Bunla going to clear it wide. Shot comes in now, or another center, but again, Bunla there to clear. Thing gets a touch in the air. He's going to land on the wall with speed. Leave it for Bunla, who gets a pass center high off the backboard. Thing is up early, and he gets the goal. 3-0 lead once again for WCU. What a great team play. It was I believe it was Gucky to Bunla to Thing. The Mountaineers looking confident and comfortable now after that first game. Getting ready to keep this momentum going forward. The awkward kickoffs seeming to be working out for WCU. Except there, where CSU finds their first goal in a couple games. And we'll see how they do now with the knowledge that they can get the goals in, but maybe not the time. 2.5 minutes left in this one. Plenty of Rocket League left to be played in Game 4 of this best of 7, but still an awkward amount of time to try and mount a full comeback against a team that has been on top of everything in front of the net, both sides of the field. Goodness gracious me. Bunla continuing forward, running out of boost, going to find that corner pad. Gucky with a demo, passing back for Thing. Thing playing it up the sidewall, Bunla playing patient. It's Thing now moving forward, finding Love. Or getting it to Love. Bunla trying to find a way to put it mid. Isn't able to. Gucky has to get a read. He does. He stalls it high. Gucky and Flame now. Flame winning that battle. It's now out forward. Flame going to play it wide. Bunla controls to corner. It's over the net. Love stalls it down. Thing is there, though, to clear it away just as it was sneaking down. But Flamecaster will narrow this lead back down 3-2. The Mountaineers still in the lead, but not very long after that first one went in, we found a second from Long Beach. They're looking to try and find a way to get this back up to even and start at square one. Thing, though, forward kickoff goes in their favor. It's going to be close, but cleared away on the goal line by Ghost Rider. Bunla gets demoed. Gucky going to try for a pass up. He's going to stall out Ghost Rider a little bit. Thing gets a good touch to control. Looking to try and find a way to keep the momentum moving forward and get past his center. Flamecaster gets a pass downfield. Love trying to find a way to continue it. Awkward positioning for CSU Long Beach, and the Mountaineers able to capitalize off of an error. 4-2 for Western, 30 seconds after the previous goal. A little bit of a miscommunication on the side of Long Beach as they were a little too far forward, a little too tight together, and the Mountaineers finding a way to capitalize on it. Bunla goes up, re-jumps a little bit. Gucky now passes it high center. It's off the backboard. Flamecaster is awkward. Bunla's up, but he misses. Could have been a re-extension of the lead back to a 3-goal instead of the 2. But with 1 minute left, WCU keeping this pressure on, keeping their confidence and spirits high. They're going to be looking good as CSU Long Beach tries to find a way to clear it out of their half and get some offense going once again. It's going to be a pre-read backboard. Thing plays low. Bunla was going high. Now a double commit from the Mountaineers could prove to be their undoing. But the shots just keep coming from CSU Long Beach. Not enough are in the center of the net where they need to be right now. WCU playing some great defense when they need to, getting a little fortunate with where those where those shots are going off of the opposing cars. And now Gucky trying to find a pass center. No one there. Bunla playing very far back, going to get a chance to move forward. Misses that boost at midfield. But Thing, pass off backboard. Bunla ready. Demo from Thing. But WCU, no matter what happens here, will take Game 4 and put themselves on the verge of winning this series. CSU Long Beach tries to find one for the road. Bunla says no. Gucky clears away. It's going to bounce awkwardly, and it might end up being an own goal for Long Beach. But it will touch down 4-2 for the Mountaineers as they get ready to try and find Game 5 in their favor. But we'll see. All we can do is wait and see, and we'll be back in just a minute for game number 5. Game 5 just about underway. WCU Slate looking to try and seal this one. But a long ball in will prove to be off the crossbar again and allow the Mountaineers to breathe some fresh air for a second. Almost devastation off the opening kickoff, but they will keep it all good. Bunla, long ball towards net, almost redirected in. Not quite going to do so. Gucky with a great bump. Pass center from Thing looking for Bunla, who's going to be getting bumped in the backfield. Gucky now moving forward. Trying to find a way to get this ball mid for his team. A good bounce off the corner allows Flamecaster to keep going downfield and put CSULB back on the attack. It's going to be a high shot off the crossbar again. And Bunla with positioning and speed, or maybe not speed, but positioning at least, will keep this rolling downfield. Gucky challenge is going to go high over mid. Thing burns through a lot of his boost. Gucky tries to go for a back pass a little too far wide. Bunla having to recover back into the corner. Thing with nothing, plays it wide. And now, Bunla off the back wall. Getting a clear. Gucky goes up, tries to get the touch past Flamecaster, who is just too ready for it. Thing gets a 0 boost clear off the goal, or out of the front of the net. Bunla with boost, going to try and move up field. Goes for a pinch, just misses wide. Will get demoed for it by Flamecaster, but WCU still moving forward. A great chance now. Thrown over to Bunla, who's going to get the boost. Plays it off the side. Popped down now in front of the net. Bunla gets a stall, but it's not going to be enough as Flamecaster's there to clear it away. Thing challenges Love, not allowing him to not really allowing them to get a chance to breathe. Ghost Rider with nothing. Flamecaster going for some demos. It's Gucky and Thing up working together. They do find a way to clear it out of their net front. But that said, the ball's still deep in the Mountaineer half. A lot could happen in this time. So far, the pattern has been whoever scores first wins the game. And both teams, I think, realize that as they battle to be the first one to find the back of the net. Thing plays it high, looking for a backboard pass. It will connect down, but not to a teammate. Instead, cleared away by Ghost Rider. Bunla going to opt to pop it off corner, go up himself, control a little bit. Ghost Rider gets demoed by Thing. Gucky at least plays it forward through to the offensive half. CSU Long Beach missing that one. Flamecaster just a little off on his timing. Gucky and Thing working together now on the side once again. Love pops it high. Thing goes up with angle. He passes it off the backboard to Bunla, who's going to chip it in, and WCU will find the first one in game number 5. Looking to mimic the results of the previous night with WCU Crimson, where they won 4-1. WCU Slate charging forward. 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes for the first goal in this game number 5. Both teams really wanting to keep going and keep pushing up. Bunla now beating Flamecaster to the ball, passing over for Thing, who gets a redirect downfield. It's going to go off corner. Bunla looking to try and get a late challenge. He will. Gucky trying to keep the pressure on. Love gets bumped out by a great challenge from Gucky. Thing going to clear that ball to the side. It's going to be a shot coming in. Bunla with a just about goal line save, keeping the Mountaineers ahead 1-0. Gucky is supporting, gets a good play out. Flamecaster missing. Gucky going to play it wide over for Ghost Rider, who will end up picking up that corner boost as well. Bunla stalling out in the side. Gucky plays forward. Thing goes in for an early challenge, misses. But Gucky going to keep the pressure on, looking for Thing to get a redirect, but Thing plays it just a little wide. Could have been one of the most spectacular redirects we've seen on WCU Esports live streams for Rocket League, but not meant to be. Bunla trying to challenge off Love. Bunla winning the boost. Ghost Rider clears away, burning through just about everything to do so. Love trying to chip downfield. Gucky goes up, keeps it off the corner. It's going to be awkward off ceiling. And now Flamecaster doesn't quite get the hit he wanted. And it's back in CSU Long Beach's half. Flamecaster missing that one. Thing charges in. Now it's up high. Bunla could do some damage here. Demo from Thing. Bunla goes high. He gets the touch off crossbar. Thing's in the air. He gets the dunk. And the Mountaineers will extend to 2-0 once again. Great block there from Thing. Not much else you can do. Assist coming from Bunla, and the Mountaineers, with 52 seconds left, just have to play some smart defense, and they will keep themselves ahead. Or they will win this series. Center, Bunla, shot. And there's the goal. 3-0 off of that kickoff. So barring a kickoff goal here, I think it is safe to say the Mountaineers will take this one. But we'll see what happens from CSU Long Beach. Not much else they can really think of doing in this moment. Gucky charging forward. Love and Ghost double committing to that kickoff. Thing gonna get that corner boost. Gets the clear out. Bunlaw off ceiling. Gucky burning through everything to try and keep moving forward. Doesn't quite hit it. Flamecaster collects. Plays it off to the back wall. Bunlaw gonna play it up the side. Center from Love. Shot from Ghost Rider. And CSU Long Beach will narrow the lead to 2. 29 seconds left. So a lot of game left to be played in this one. CSU Long Beach not out of it yet. The Mountaineers really needing to find a way to keep this momentum going in their favor. And we see 4 people go in for kickoff. Gucky tries to get the redirect past, I think it was Flamecaster. The Mountaineers overextending just a little bit here in this offensive half. Pass back from Bunlaw looking for Thing, not able to quite hit it. Bunlaw will get the stall though. Thing gonna pass back for Gucky, who's gonna go. And a low shot from Gucky with 10 seconds left. And I think it's safe to say that is the nail in the coffin. What a great pass from Thing. The awareness and more awareness from Gucky to play it back to where CSU Long Beach was charging in from. All it takes is 10 more seconds, and WCU will find themselves winning this series 4-1. And a massive whiff from Flamecaster. That will sign, seal, and deliver this one. WCU winning game number 5, winning the series 4-1, taking the night by storm. But we want to thank you all for watching here at WCU Esports. As we prepare ourselves for tomorrow, where we see Overwatch take to the stage. That said, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night, and we will catch you guys next time here on WCU Esports.